start button. And now it's live. Hello, YouTube. Everybody on Twitch, wave hi to the people on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, you're not real. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Minecraft may be ending before too long, at least on stream. We got some other things we got to get to. I've been thinking a lot about what to do with streaming and the situation I find myself in and the circumstances behind a bunch of things and other stuff that have been going on in my actual life versus what is happening on stream and all sorts of other balancing issues, mathematical equations based on time, emotional distress, and level of interest. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but emotional math. We'll call it that. All of that stuff. Been working on a little bit of that on my own and trying to figure out what to do next. There is a change I'm going to make. I've decided this. I have decided on a change. What do you guys think? Should I not change anything ever? Don't ever change anything.
Yeah.
You're live. Thanks, Twitch. Twitch is so caring. They really are. There's something I want to change. I'm going to change the ad setup on my stream. I heard a statistic today that I found to be very interesting about the way that pre-roll ads work on Twitch streams and my own behavior when watching other people's streams. I cannot tell you how much I hate going to a stream I've never seen before and having to watch 8 ads before I can figure out what they're trying to do or whatever it is that's going on. I hate pre-roll so bad. It's unbelievable. So the only way as an affiliate to offset pre-roll ads is to run them during your stream, which in the long run may equate out to more ads, but it's more respectful of the time of the people who are watching your stream. I will give you an example of this back in the 80s, 90s, even into today. You can watch this during live football games or whatever it is. They have TV timeouts. They have other things for ads and other commercials that do pay for the things that go on, right? So what happens is you're watching Friends in 1997. It was a very common thing to do. Does anybody out there remember 1997 besides me? I remember it. Do you remember it? I'll let you think about it for a second. If you're my age, it might take you a minute to remember. That's why I'm going to take a long draw off this Pepsi Zero, and then we'll talk about it a little more. Pepsi Zero. That wasn't the ad, by the way. But what would happen is you'd watch a 22-minute episode of television. I actually got the box set the other day. We'll show it that side. Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. This is sticking out like this because this is the season that I'm on, season 2. Every episode of that show is 22 minutes long. And the reason it's 22 minutes long is because it's 8 minutes of commercials for every half an hour that you watch TV. If I can set it up so that you have to watch 2 minutes of commercials every half an hour for what's going on, you're still getting a better deal than you did watching television, the shows that you loved back in the 80s and 90s. And more importantly, it gets rid of the pre-roll ads. So that feeling that I get when I go to a new channel and I have to watch 8 minutes of pre-roll ads before I can finally watch the stream and figure out what's going on. You know what the average person does when that happens? They go, fuck this shit. And then they push the button and go somewhere else. I can't gift everybody Twitch Turbo and make the ads go away. And I can't subscribe everybody to my channel to make the ads go away. But I'm going to do everything I can to minimize the impact of whatever that's going on. And I think that being able to watch 28 minutes of every half an hour stream is more respectful to your time than having to watch 8 minutes of pre-roll if you're only going to watch a stream for 45 minutes anyway. Does that make sense? I was doing math today. Can you believe it? I was doing fucking math in my head. As for the YouTube situation, there's nothing I can do. Shadowman just cheered 500 bits. It shows it right there. You want to know how I know that he cheered 500 bits? Because it says, this is for you to play a fun game so you don't have to play Minecraft. Minecraft is coming to an end. Soon. Very soon. Now, the other thing about it, I've been thinking a lot about this too. We need to focus. Like, what needs to be the focus? Like, here is the space we need to live in. We live in this space right now, all over the place. Jazz hands. We live in the space of jazz hands. We need to focus. Right here. To focus in. We need to get some work done. We need to do some work. I'm at my best when I'm doing some work. What do you think about that? We need to focus up on a task. We need to figure out what that task is. I've come up with two. The first one is we need to just sit down and work on the gameplay project. We just need to get into the gameplay project. We're like, this is the games. We're going to get through the gameplay project. I'll give you guys incentives so you can pick games for the gameplay projects. I will work on just being here and doing gameplay project things. We've already put like 16 games out into the world so far since we started this like 2 months ago. We can do that. That's one. Focus. Focus. I'm going to be like the Miyagi. A focus on what we're doing on the channel. Be catching flies with tweezers and shit, or chopsticks. It was chopsticks, right? Yeah. We can focus in on the gameplay project. Get centralized on that, get real close in there for that. There was another idea, though. You know what else we could get focused on? We could get focused on Monster Hunter. If my theory is correct, Monster Hunter is one of my favorite games, right? And I love playing Monster Hunter. I love playing Monster Hunter with people. When we were doing it on the channel, it was very cool. I was enjoying myself. There were things going on. I did burn myself out pretty good doing it. But I said we would play Monster Hunter before Wilds came out to prepare as many people as possible for the imminent launch of Wilds. Now, the thing about that is that I genuinely believe that Wilds is not going till the end of next year. They have no release date on it now, but they have a playable demo for it at Gamescom a week ago, right? That playable demo will become playable on other systems and other things sometime in the next month and a half, probably. We're all going to get a chance to try it out, do something. But we need to focus in on what it's going to take to get back into Monster Hunter in time for Wilds to come out. And if Wilds comes out in January, we might need to do that sooner than later. Get on Rise, finish Rise on the PC, get on World, work through the shit on World, get into a place where I'm not tripping over things to get stuff done, where I actually feel comfortable hunting monsters and we're getting things accomplished, that sort of thing. And if I focus on finishing Rise on the PC and getting better at Monster Hunter, it's focus. Right here. We focus. And then maybe we can get something accomplished. Those are my two thoughts. Does anybody have any strong feelings about that one way or the other? And if you'd like to share them with me, how many times do you want me to tell you to shut up and that your feelings don't count? I just need to know how many times I need to tell you that I'm in charge here. I'm just kidding. That's fine. You can please provide me feedback. Join the community Discord and then provide me feedback. You're so rude. I want Shadow Man to say something right now because I want him to go, I just tipped 500 bits and you treat me like shit. I want him to actually, like, that would be fucking hilarious. I would laugh about that. I really would. No, Shadow Man, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you doing the thing. Also, I want to send out a friendly reminder to everyone that if you experience the joy of being on one of the 2 Nintendo Switch Online accounts that I have, that situation is going to change next month. I warned everybody a year ago. I'm just giving you a countdown to doom. I can't guarantee it's going to happen, but I have a feeling that there's going to be some major changes and some people are going to find themselves out in the cold, and I apologize for that in advance. I apologized and gave everyone warning a year ago. I can actually look at the specific date if you want. I'm going to try my best. If we get like some rich benefactor, like some Daddy Warbucks shit going on, and someone's going to hook me up with $160 to renew everything, I will keep it alive. But I don't think that's going to happen. That's not a threat. It's not a challenge. It's just reality. Reality. Nope, I can't look it up right now. I'll have to look it up later. I'll put something in the chat, though. I'll put it up in Discord so that you know before it happens. At least I'm going to try and remember. If it just happens, I warned everyone a year ago. I did my part. Okay. There you go. I need to take another long draw off this Pepsi Zero. Zero sugar, hard Mountain Dew. Contains alcohol. It says it somewhere. Oh, there it is. 5% alcohol to volume. 5%. I know very little about drinking. Is that a lot? That's not a lot, right? I'm 6'6" tall. I weigh 320 pounds. I don't think 5% is going to fuck me up, right? Also, I just doxed myself from height and weight. Think that's what a beer has? Okay. We're gonna have to figure that out. I like it. I think that Shadow Man should actually come join the Minecraft instead of, you know, knocking it while we play it. I think that you should come be a part of it. What do you think? What do you think, Shadow Man? No? Okay. But yeah, I think that that's going to be the next one of the next two steps. Hyper focus in on Monster Hunter and start spreading the good word, or hyper focus in on the gameplay project. Now, before we can do that, and the reason why I think Minecraft is going to stop on stream, I'll still play it on my own. When I have a free minute, I'll play it. You know, I'm not giving up on Minecraft like completely, but for the stream, it should probably wind down. We do still need to finish Armored Core 6, or at least play some more of Armored Core 6. I need to at least beat the first boss to say I gave it like the old college try, and then we can move on from whatever that is. But if I could beat it, that'd be even better. Armored Core 6 does have to be done. That was picked last month by the winner of the contest of, if you've tipped the most bits this month, then you get to pick a game. And the person who picked the game, in their infinite wisdom, picked Armored Core 6, because I haven't played enough Souls games this month, or over the last like 2 months. I played Lies of P. I played Bloodborne for the first time. I didn't play any other Souls games, but those two were more than enough for someone to pick Armored Core. Feels like I'm being trudged through the mud on this one. But he actually said that when he picked Armored Core 6, he just wanted to see what it looked like, whether or not he wanted to buy it. And he has seen that, and he has released me from my obligation to continue to have to play Armored Core 6. But I don't want to give up. We aren't quitters around here, except for Shadow Man. Shadow Man once got smashed by Mega Man, and then he was just done. Like, he didn't show up in any of the other games. He didn't, you know, get the job done or anything like that. Like, Shadow Man was a quitter. I think Shadow Man might think that I meant him. Like, Shadow Man in chat. That was not the same Shadow Man. I was talking about the guy from Mega Man 3. It's not the same. It's not the same. Pineapple's hanging out. Hello, hello, Pineapple. Pineapple, if we refocus on Monster Hunter and begin playing Monster Hunter in preparation for Wilds, is that a good idea? Yes or no? We are not feeling Rise on Switch tonight. We're going to play Minecraft on PC tonight. Or, rather, we're going to play Minecraft on the Bedrock Edition, so whatever version you have will work. Yeah. We're finishing up Minecraft. We started a new server about a week ago. I'm running out of things to do. The only thing that we can really do at this point is tackle the Nether, and I gotta tell you, the Nether, fucking miserable. These are our two focus points. We're either gonna focus. Okay, we're gonna focus in tight on Monster Hunter, or we're gonna play gameplay project games and give you guys incentives to be a part of whatever it is that's going on, and trip hard on finishing as many games as possible in the next little while. You want us to focus on Minecraft hate? Give me like 3 more days. Maybe I get a couple of these Mountain Dews in me, and then maybe we'll do it, right? Yeah. Yeah. The humor will change from self-deprecating and deflective to fucking chat anger. Like me just pointed at Minecraft and chat and being like, you guys are fucking ridiculous. Why am I even doing? You fucking ridiculous. You mean like that? No, we're not gonna do. I wouldn't do that anyway. Get a couple of these Mountain Dews in me though. We'll find out, won't we? Ah, okay. You're exhausted, but good. That's good. You just got home from helping a friend move for the 3rd day. Friendship's important. Moving is also a thing that must be done. These are important issues. I don't know what they mean, but they're important issues. Maybe we'll put up some kind of goal somewhere so that you can contribute and win a chance to make me finally play for the first time The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe you'll get that chance. What do you think? That's not a good incentive. Who the fuck wants to play Tears of the Kingdom? Didn't you guys already play all of it? Hasn't everybody already done all the things that they need to do? I don't even know what that game's about. Super Empire Strikes Back. Look at my face shadow, man. This is my you're making me smirk and kind of laugh. But I'm super serious right now about why would you say Super Empire Strikes Back? Technically, I still need to beat Super Star Wars first. We're going to have to see how it goes. But the one thing that I'm saying, Return to Monkey Island? I own that game. I bought that game on one of the Steam sales because fucking Monkey Island is the shit. Animal Crossing New Leaf. That game doesn't have an end. We can't beat that game. That game's invalid. Your choice is invalid. You'd be grateful I don't time people out. I wouldn't time you out anyway for that comment, but be grateful I don't. Wukong. Nope. The only reason I'm going to turn on Wukong is so Taylor can't play it. Yeah. Did you guys know that? My life is invalid. Your life is, it's not invalid. Just your thought was invalid. Remember, there are no bad ideas, just bad people. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. That's not even close to what I meant. I haven't even had one of these Mountain Dews yet. It's all coming out wrong. Gifted to me by a coworker who does watch the stream. I have a 12-pack of hard Mountain Dew to be consumed at my earliest possible convenience. I haven't even had one yet, and we're already like this. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen tonight? Obviously not Minecraft. I haven't even turned it the fuck on yet. Okay, so there you go. But yeah, I did make a change, or I am going to make a change. I want you guys to know this for those of you watching on Twitch. I'm going to make a change to the ads, that there are no pre-roll ads that are going on, and you will get 2 minutes of ads every half an hour. During those 2 minutes of ads every half an hour, it's not going to start tonight. Tonight there are pre-rolls because I didn't set it up in advance. I'm going to work on this after the stream. But when those 2 minutes are going on, I'm going to do my best to do the Be Right Back screen and make it so that you don't miss anything if you are subject to the ads, and if you want those to stop and you can't stand Twitch anymore because of their bullshit tactics and stances on all sorts of evil things. Feel free to not subscribe, and I'll try my best not to hinder your experience based on that. I'll try. So there you go. Pineapple is a bad person. Trisket 9/6/2024. Let me check the date. Yep, that checks out. Not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what you're putting words in my mouth. Just the date checks out. It is 9/6/2024. Putting words in my mouth. Biscuit 109 hates Metroid Dread. What are you doing? I don't hate Metroid Dread. I love that fucking game. Emily says to play Bug Snacks. My daughter was playing Bug Snacks like a week ago. Is it your birthday, Shadow Man? Is today your birthday? Or Pal World? I'm going to make a sideways, kind of half backhanded comment towards what Joe is saying. I'm not telling you that your wife needs to get better taste in video games. I'm not telling you that. But what she suggested for me to play might say a lot. It's just a thought that I'm having. I'm not telling her that. I'm not even like willing it and thinking it with my mind. Shadowman, is today for real your birthday? I'm going to pour one out for my homie. Shadowman's my homie. Did you guys know that? Shadowman's my homie. Like 6 years ago, I think it was before I even got my affiliate status, or it was right about the same time. I don't even remember. Like 6-ish years ago, Shadowman shows up on my channel when I'm playing Mega Man. And he had never been on Twitch before, and he hadn't seen very much, and he was just kind of looking around and somehow accidentally found me. And stayed while I played through the Mega Man games. It was roughly right after they came out on the Switch, I believe. They'd just done like the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. She says she will wreck me on Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube. And the reason why is because I never played it because normal people didn't play that game. Nope, that's not true. Normies did play that game. People with taste. Not Kirby Air Ride. They played Double Dash. 6 years, 1 month, 6 days, 3 hours. See that? 6 years and a month. I was close, dude. I said 6 years. Actually, everybody played Kirby Air Ride thinking it was going to be Double Dash, and it didn't do it. GameCube sucks. Trisket 9/6/2024. Again, the date checks out. The date definitely checks out. Oh my goodness. Better video game. I'm going to show you guys a better video game right now. There it is. Dr. Mario and Puzzle League on the Game Boy Advance. It's just a cartridge I just had sitting here. Better video game than everything you guys have mentioned so far. Just putting that out there. But yeah, let's get back to this other discussion. Shadow Man, it's your birthday. Homie comes by 6 years and a month ago. Pushes the follow button. He won the very first prize that we ever gave away on the channel. And you want to know what the very first prize was? 2 years, 9 months. Dude, Black Wolf's been here for 2 years, 9 months, and 8 days. See? When you realize if you put anything in quotes, Trisket will say what you want. I'm like a puppet. I like it. Dude, that takes the burden off of me having to do that. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders, Pineapple. Thank you for that. But no, Shadow Man won the very first prize I ever gave away on the channel. It was back when the Nintendo Switch Online service had just come out. I had bought a family membership where I put myself on it. One of my kids, I think, was on it. I think I gave a few to like my brother-in-laws at the time. I put everybody on there. But I had an extra slot. And so I said, I'm going to pick a random viewer / follower. And I'm going to put him on the Nintendo Switch Online account. And he has been on the Nintendo Switch Online account through all of its iterations and upgrades. So because he is like old school follower Trisket, he has been benefiting from the Nintendo Switch Online in all of its forms for like 6 years. And if you think that makes him sound like a mooch, I think so too. Wait. Happy birthday, man. Like, you're good, man. Checks out. There you go. Oh, man. I feel like we've come off the rails already and we've just gotten here. I think it's time I think it's time to watch something. Shadow Man is the mooch. Trisket, 9/6/2024. I said that. But I want to clarify right now, in the interest of not getting canceled, that I was being sarcastic when I said it, kind of. And now that I hear myself say that out loud, that doesn't make it sound any better. I think Shadow Man needs to see this one here. I am never sarcastic. Trisket, 9/6/2024. Take all of these, make clips and put them out of context and do whatever else it is. All right, here's another thing that I want from everybody. I want this from you guys. I need you guys to be here for this. I need you to be here for this. All right? I need fucking clips. And if it's of me saying things out of context, I guess so be it. I need fucking clips. I am not good at making, like, I don't know what's funny and what's not. I don't think any of this is funny. In fact, I think it's kind of sad. The more you look at the gray in my beard, the sadder it gets too, right? Like, look under here. It's just as bad. The fucking old man fucking grumpy on his front porch. I have no bearing or reference of whatever that is, so I need clips. I need you to make clips so that I can put them on YouTube as shorts. And maybe people will like show up and see things and go, you know, that Trisket's got lots of gray hair right there. What a motherfucker. Whatever it is. I don't know. But I do want to help Shadow Man out for his birthday. This is my present to you, Shadow Man. Here we go.
Is your mom there?
No, I'm home alone.
Well, you won a prize. What's your address?
42 Oak Street. Hey, Roblox, some stranger's bringing me a prize.
A stranger, huh?
Well, that stranger just took
All he
off.
wanted to bring you was trouble. Remember, never tell anyone you're home alone and never give anyone your address.
I'll say Mom can't come to the phone.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
It's very important that you remember that. It's very important that you remember that now you know and knowing is half the battle. Shadow Man, have you seen that? Did I show you? I did this because I thought you would find it authentic of all the things in the world. Let me show you something here. You can see it in the camera right now. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you. Oh, no, that's not it. Hang on. I'm working on it. Well, I mean, it was G.I. Joe, so it wasn't exactly, you know. So take a look at my camera. Oh, no, damn it. I have the filter down there. You can see it down in the bottom corner. And then on the side where the TV is, you don't see it there. You kind of see my face, like, right here. See how it's half on and half not? We have a scan line filter. Yeah, there's a scan line filter on it. So when I turn it on, I can make my shit look retro as hell. See, it's off right there. Now the heavy scan lines are on. So when we watch a G.I. Joe cartoon, okay, ready? When we watch a knowing is half the battle thing, we go back over to it, the scan lines are on.
I'll never learn to ski.
Especially if you quit trying.
Scarlet!
You'll never win if you give in.
But I just can't do it.
Can you ride a bike?
Well, sure I can.
But could you at first?
No, I had to practice for weeks. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
That's because you hung in there.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle. They don't get old. They just don't get old. Knowing is half the battle. You got to know how it goes. Also, can I just say Scarlet was the original fiery redhead of children's television? I'm just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. Even before Jessica Rabbit. I'm just saying. But yeah, scanline filter. I thought you'd find that to be very interesting and enjoy that. I did try it the other day. I put on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and I put on the scanline filter, and it was fucking perfect, dude. I was so excited. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. So there you go. We got a scanline filter for when we play retro games. Next time I play Mega Man, it'll be like 1987 all over again. It will. Here's my address, www.mindyourownfuckingbusiness.com. Pineapple, he just told you you're not supposed to give out your address. You missed the whole point of it. Is your mom home? You're supposed to say yes, but she can't come to the phone. She's busy. Even, is my mom home? She probably is, but she doesn't live here, so that question is irrelevant to me. See how that goes? There you go. Get wrecked. Yeah, I know, right? You got shadow bladed. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so that's a couple of things. I'm gonna turn on the ads to stop the pre-roll because I wanna do that. I think it would be a better experience for all of you. No, my mom's dead. Too soon, man. I don't know if that's real or not, and if I'm now actually the asshole. So the problem is, okay, story time. You ready? We're never gonna get to Minecraft. That's gonna make Shadow happy for his birthday, right? Story time. I'm gonna tell you a story now. Okay, are we all ready? No, I'm joking. No, I'm an asshole. Now you can put that in there. Triscuit says I'm an asshole in quotes. September 6, 2024. There you go. I'm an asshole. Heck yeah, more story time, less Minecraft. We're just gonna do just chatting streams from now on from my basement. How's that sound? Bowser's gonna look on menacingly. He's back there hanging out, being a dick. I worked at a laser tag arena when I was like 19 in Las Vegas. And I transferred to the one up in Salt Lake when I moved to Salt Lake up in Utah. There you go. I just doxed myself. I don't live in Salt Lake, but you're an asshole. It's like playing telephone with you, man. Like, seriously, you've crossed the wires. I'm just saying. And the manager there, his mom actually had died, and it was a pretty hard thing for his family. Like, he describes it as like being really tough. Like, she was the one who held the family together and stuff, and he was very emotionally distressed over this, right? But anytime one of us would tell each other a joke or something, or I'd be talking to one of the other guys at the laser tag arena, I'd be like, yeah, well, your mom. He would walk up and go, well, my mom's dead. And at the age of 20 or 21, whatever the hell age I was, it was like, dude, that's not cool, man. Like, what the fuck? So every chance he got, as much of an emotionally traumatic thing as it was for him, because you could tell it was, he still would throw it in your face every chance he got. Like, every time you'd make like a your mama joke or something like that with somebody else, he'd be like, but my mom's dead. I became very sensitive to this idea because this guy was kind of a dick. The funniest thing he ever did, and the most inappropriate, insane thing he ever did, was I was in the back in the maze where they played the laser tag, and we all had codecs, these communication pieces, so we wore a headset, had a little box so we could talk to the people up front if something was going on. And I was talking to him, because when nothing was going on, we'd chat about stuff and do things. I was talking to him, I'm like, man, I am so tired, I need someone to slap me in the face and wake me up. And dude walked from the front of the house all the way through the other attached rooms into the maze, walked right up to me, smacked me in the face. He was the supervisor, like he was the head honcho of our facility, and then turned around and walked away. Like, he slapped me in the face. I said, man, I need someone to slap me in the face and wake me up. I'm real tired today. And he walked into the back and then he did it. I was being sarcastic. You know, maybe normal coworkers would be like, here, let me get you this Coke, and maybe the caffeine will help. I really do have to rub my eye. I'm not crying because he slapped me in the face. He slapped me in the face. For the record, I was not expecting it. He caught me off guard like a cheap shot. And from that moment on, I came prepared that anytime anybody tried to approach me, it became a defensive mechanism to be like, nah, man, we fucking doing this. It was very bad for what, but yeah, he slapped me in the face. Same guy. I'm surprised he didn't slap me in the face and then go, my mom's dead, and then turn around and walk away. I'm surprised that's not what happened. Yeah, that really happened. Because I'm an asshole, I would respond to him with, or saying my mom's dead with, well, at least she's warm, but she's not. She's cold. No, if you really want to say, no, I can't even do that, man. Like, I can't even bring myself to be an asshole like that. Like, I had a thought. It came into my head, and I went, this is the time you say the thing that you shouldn't say out loud. And then I stopped myself. Hell's not froze over yet? Yeah, that's... Oh, I get it. She's warm because she went to hell. Oh, I didn't think that. I thought she was cold because she was 6 feet under. That's... Oh... Oh. Trisket gets it now. This is Trisket gets it face. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. How fast would I be fired for that from him? I don't know. I mean, he couldn't fire me at that point. He did eventually fire me, by the way. But he couldn't fire me at that point because he had already slapped me. Or it was one of those Bill Murray things where he does something ridiculous, then looks at you and goes, no one will ever believe you. And then walks away. Right? Not as fired as his mom. Oh, my God. You know, he was responsible for me getting my first video game job. I'd also like to put out there. So it wasn't all bad, but it was bad. I was 21. I also didn't understand what the labor laws of the state I lived in were. I was new to the state. And, yeah. Although I think that the labor laws of the state that I lived in at the time would totally be on his side if he slapped me. I'm just putting that out there. If Joe's still hanging out, if Joe's around and hasn't been killed by his wife for me saying that her video game tastes are silly, even though that's not actually what I said, I'm sure that's what got inferred. Joe can confirm where we live. He was probably in the right to slap me. In the Utah. In the Utah. We would have gone before arbitration. They'd been like, what'd you do? I slapped him. He's a bitch. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. God, if I got to slap every employee I ever worked with who was a bitch, my life would be so much better. Shit. Why didn't I learn that lesson? Why wasn't that the lesson I took away from this? Right? Just walk up to an employee, be like, you know you're being a bitch, right? I know. And you know that means you're going to get slapped, right? I know. All right, just take it and we'll be done. We'll move on. Okay. Yeah, that's what, man. God. I missed so many opportunities in management by being understanding and caring. God, what the fuck is wrong with me? You can put that one in chat too. What the fuck is wrong with me? Trisket 10996-2024. It's a way to do things. But yeah, this is what we're doing tonight. We're gonna play Minecraft. Hey, if I put scan lines over the Minecraft game, would that be a little easier for you, Shadow Man? I'm just curious. Are you that old now? Because it is your birthday. I didn't even get you anything. Like, I would have let you pick a game or something. Like, is there something you want me to do? There's nothing wrong with slapping people. Trisket 96-2024. You can date that shit years ago, because I agree with that. There are some people in this world who need to get their faces slapped. And if there weren't legal repercussions for it, I could be the bringer of the slapping. I could do it. Let's be honest. Oh, man. It's not about legality. It's about a willingness to do so. That's really what it comes down to. No, scan lines won't help that, Shadow Man. I don't know, man. Like, is there anything that you want? Anything I can do for you? It's your birthday. I'll have a drink with you if you want. I'll pull out the first Mountain Dew in your honor. Is that what we're doing? You say the word, it's done. The reason I got this thing, my friend went to Wyoming for a rodeo. Apparently that's what you do in Wyoming. Rodeo. I was like, dude, that's the most cliche thing I've ever heard. Like, you want to break a stereotype. Like, don't tell me you went to Wyoming for a rodeo. Tell me you went for like something gourmet or big city living or something. I don't know, but you went to Wyoming for a rodeo. But while he was there, the last time he went there, he brought us back cans. I think he brought Joe one too, but we got a can of Mountain Dew. This time he went the extra mile because we did enjoy the singular can and brought us 12 packs. Like, you just can't go wrong with that. Like, that's all right, man. That's okay. Switch Online for so many years is enough of a gift. I mean, come on, man. Like, you won that, remember? You won that. That was reward for, winning something. You won that. Do you want another G.I. Joe PSA for your birthday? I'll get it. Like, they're right here. They are. I got them hooked up, ready to go. It dawned on me the other day that we need more reasonable, responsible, intelligent, like, information being spread like they used to on Saturday morning cartoons. Like, we need that shit. And if I'm the one who has to bring it back, then God damn it, so be it. That's why it's so important that you push the follow button. That way you can find your way back. That you tell your friends about my stream. That you tell them to come on down here and misquote me. Because they need to see the PSAs. We all know it. I got the perfect one for you. Are you ready? Here we go.
Stay with me! I'm on you like glue!
All right. Hi, guys. Can I skate with you?
Nah, you're just a girl.
No kidding.
Go!
Let her try. You might be surprised.
Okay, but thanks. Wow, look at that!
Don't judge people till you give them a chance.
Because there's a chance you could be wrong. Now we know.
And
Knowing is half the battle. That was a very 1970s way of thinking. You're just a girl. That shit would never fly anymore. I got another one queued up for you. We got a good moral to learn. More good morals to learn. But yeah, I got all of them here for you. We got fire safety. We got don't take just random drugs out of the medicine cabinet. We got eat smart. That's a big important one. We got the nosebleed one. Teach you how to prevent or how to treat a nosebleed without getting somebody killed. By the G.I. Joe medic, by the way. I got him queued up for you, man. You hang out. We'll watch him. Maybe that's what I should do. I should create a point redemption. Watch G.I. Joe PSA for like 1,000 points, and then people could click on it once an hour, and then we could learn something together. I'm going to put that up as a redemption someday. Do you have the one where Sonic tells you what to do if you're being molested? I don't have that one. I don't even get... What? That's real? That's not real. No. All right. I'm gonna go consult the internet. This is not real. Sonic says this is real? Dude, this can't be real.
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good. It's your body. No one has the right to touch you if you don't want them to. So what do? First, you say no. Then you get out of there. Most important, you gotta tell someone you trust, like your parents, your teacher, a police officer.
That was fucking real? Okay, let's clarify a few things right now. Number one, the person that you don't tell is Trisket109, okay? Let me put that out there right now. I don't care if you trust me or not. I am not the person to tell, okay? Let's just put that out there right away. Number two, everything else he said, get out. Say no, get out of there. Oh my God, that was really a thing? I played that for you for your birthday, Shadow Man. What am I doing? What the fuck is happening right now? What the shit is... What are we doing? Oh my God, Sonic the Hedgehog is doing... Oh my God. All right, the G.I. Joe ones are not that deep. Like, that's real. That's real Sonic the Hedgehog. Have I seen the UK ads for road safety? I've seen the one where everywhere the guy goes, he sees the dead kid laying on the ground, and they're like, you know, if you do a bad thing, you'll have to live with it for the rest of your life. And I was like, that's the most intense way to teach that lesson I've ever seen. I have seen that. Holy shit. UK ads are intense. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They're legit. I can try and find it if you want. Maybe we can find it. I'm not finding it. Wait, maybe this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. I think I found it. Brexit was the best thing to happen. Trisket 96. For who? I think this is it. Live with it. Yeah, this is the one. Kill your speed or live with it. Kill your speed or live with it. That's how the British people don't fuck around and get their point across. Holy shit, man. This is really a thing. Dude, they're intense over there. Hey, you guys want to see my favorite video I've seen in the last couple weeks? I can show you my favorite video I've seen in the last couple weeks. Wait, I gotta find it. All right, I got you. You ready? Here we go.
Hey, what's up? You still have another set? I'm taking my son home.
I can't believe you, Dad. You're embarrassing me in front of the pastor.
Mr. Hill, you just don't get it. This is how we testify.
Raise him!
Oh, can't you see you're not making Christianity better? You're
Just making rock and roll worse.
You people are all the same. You look at us and think we're freaks.
Come on. Even Jesus had long hair.
Only because I wasn't his dad.
Is there a problem here, Kay?
Yeah, Pop. This dude won't let Bobby praise JC. And he's ruining my show.
Look, I just want my son back in regular church, obeying his normal parents and acting right.
See, Pop? He's holding him back.
What are you doing, Kevin? You forgot number 5.
Huh?
He's got him tattooed on his back.
Never come between a kid and his dad. If the man doesn't want his boy praising like you, it's cool.
Yeah, but...
Now go finish your show before they start marching out of anger instead of jubilation.
Jubilation.
Fine.
Sorry about that, friend.
Oh, that's okay. I gotta admit, when you first walked up, I didn't think you and I were gonna be on the same page.
I feel where you're coming from.
Teenagers. Amen.
Let's go, Bobby.
I don't know why, but that video is like the best video I've seen in the last couple of weeks. Every time I see that, it makes me happy. I go, yeah, okay. You're not making Christianity better. You're making rock and roll worse. Not a bad way to live your life, I suppose. Calling it out when they're making rock and roll worse. And someone should really go find the guys in that Skillet band and tell them the same thing. Just putting that out there. I don't know why, but yeah. You can come up with a clever quote for all that shit too, Pineapple. Have fun with that. I've given you so much material now. You're going to be our in-chat comedian misquoting me. See how that works? You've been promoted. You got a new job? Whole 10 yards. Oh, man. All right, we're coming off the rails here. More of the story when we were talking about stuff. We got to get hyper-focused. 1,000 points of light, for those of you who remember that shit. No, we're going to get hyper-focused. We're either going to play Monster Hunter and prepare for Wilds and get some shit going on with that, or we're going to hyper-double down on gameplay project stuff. We're going to do one of two. We're hyper-focused. I need you guys to create clips for funny shit that happens because I don't know what's funny anymore. I'm the one who was floored by the Sonic PSA and thinks that King of the Hill clip is funny. My funny radar is completely fucked at this point, so I need your help. Make clips so we can do some stuff. Do that, and then I'm going to change the ad structure for things on Twitch. I did the math for everyone earlier. The short version of it, or the really fast, I'm going to say it like the Micro Machine guy. I'm going to talk really, really fast about what is going on. I'm going to let you know all about the ad situation before what's going on. We're going to change the ad situation, so it's going to run no pre-roll ads for whatever it is. You're going to get 2 minutes ads an hour. I'm going to show the 2 minutes ads. You're going to get 28 minutes of visual. You get 2 minutes. We're going to pause the stuff what we're doing for that 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on from there. That way, it's respecting your time and it's respecting my time, and it's not making this shit show like too long. I hate 8-minute pre-roll ads. I fucking hate it. That's all I've done this week on Twitch. Every time I tried to like watch someone, all I've had is 8-minute pre-roll ads, and I want that shit gone from my channel. Banished. Okay, that really wasn't like the Micro Machine guy, although I did get to see the Micro Machine guy from a distance at the Utah Retro Game Expo. I wanted to go up and tell him, be like, dude, you're the coolest dude ever. But I didn't go do it out of respect for his time. Like, I didn't tell him that. I should have. I should have, right? I'd have been like, dude, like, you're like the coolest dude ever, man. You're a Transformer and the Micro Machines guy? Like, fucking A, dude. Like, let's go. I did point him out from a distance, though, like a stalker. I was pointing at him from my kids. I was like, kids, that guy over there is the coolest dude ever. I did do that. Like a stalker. I'm so fucked up. Okay. Pineapple's going to lurk now, which means he's shirking his responsibility of the new chat comedian misquoting me. Yeah. That's what's happening right now. That's fine. You go take care of whatever you need to take care of. I get it. I understand. Game screen. Did you know that we played games on this channel? If this is the first hour and 1 minute that you've ever watched my channel, you would not get that impression. Just putting that out there. I lied. We're gonna go back here. No, I'm just kidding. We gotta play the game. We got some work to do. Black Wolf, what were we working on? Oh, you know what we need to do, though? We actually do need to do this. We need to watch... Okay, before we get too far down this, we actually do need to go watch a video. I always lie. Trisket, 9/6/2024. like that. But is that the truth or a lie? We can't tell. It's truth lieception. It's lieception. I don't know. What's the next one gonna say? What's the next one gonna say? Epstein did nothing wrong, and that's gonna be, or Epstein didn't kill himself. That's the saying, right? Is that what we're gonna see next? 9/6/2024. We do have a video to go watch. That was not me being political. That was me just pointing out things people say on the internet. What's the next thing? Trisket 9/6/2024. Yeah, there it is. Sonic teaches Trisket a lesson. There's a clip in Discord of me watching the Sonic Diddle PSA. You know, I brought it on myself, honestly. I asked you to make more clips, and this is what I get for it.
Today I'm going to show you how to make your...
Oh my god, what is happening? Alright, we're gonna go watch a video, because I actually really do need to make this happen. Yeah. Oh my god.
wheat farm go from looking like this
That's...
to this.
Well, okay, that's not what mine
Farm
looks like.
will automatically harvest the crops for you, and you'll get...
Big shout out to Black Wolf for adding this video to the Minecraft Discord, because I tried to do some research on how to make an auto farm last night, and I didn't get very far, and I suck. Okay. I suck. Trisket 9/6/2024. Sonic Diddles. I swear to God, you guys, you're gonna kill me. It's gonna be great.
2 stacks of wheat per harvest. To build this, you are going to need 1 glass block, 3 stacks of blocks of your choice, 1 stack of slabs of your choice, 2.5 stacks of grass or dirt blocks, 7 hoppers, 2 chests, 3 dispensers, 33 redstone dust, any hoe, any button, 2 redstone.
I don't need the
repeaters,
dimensions.
at
I just want to
least
see
3 water
a
buckets,
structure of how it
and
works so I can
finally, 2
adjust it.
redstone torches. So the first thing you're going to want to do is build a 7x7 block square out of grass. Then, next to the front of the grass, mine out a 1 block hole strip like so. Then go to the right hand side of the strip, mine out 2 blocks, then place a chest in that gap.
Okay.
Go behind the chest and place a hopper. You will know it's placed right if the funnel is going towards the
We learned
chest.
all about the
Then
funnels
funnel
yesterday
the
being a
rest of
pain in the
hoppers
ass.
into the gap like so. You'll know you've
Okay,
done it right
that makes
if all the
sense.
hoppers funnel into
That's
the
what we were
hopper,
talking about last
then
night, Black Wolf.
finally into the chest. You're now going to want to make a line of blocks coming in front of the hoppers like this, with a block on either side and a gap missing for the chest. Then grab your glass block and place it in that gap. Now you're going to want to build up 1 more block from the grass platform below and build another 7x7 like so. Now you're going to want to do that 1 more time to make a third 7x7 platform. The next step is to on both sides build up a 2 block high pillar thing like this. Then run a line of blocks going along like this on both sides.
That holds it
Then
in.
Another line of blocks traveling all the way to the end. Then finish off the end like this. You're now going to want to destroy the far left, the middle, and the far right block and fill them with dispensers. You're now going to want to go ahead and
Yeah.
place a water bucket in every single
Okay, so the water has to come out of
Then
dispensers.
crouch
You can't
and
just,
place
like,
a
block
piece
them
of
in with a
redstone
door.
on top of every block in the back row except for the side 2. Then come to the front and place yourself a button on the far left-hand side of the build. Then build a line of 6 blocks like this and on the other side as well. Now place a block up in that gap like this, then continue the wall over in this pattern. Then continue this part of the wall over for another 6 blocks. Then repeat everything you just did, but on the other side. Now place a block in this gap and also on the other side.
Why in
Now,
those gaps?
Everywhere there is a cutout, place a block like so. Remember to repeat it on the other side as well. Now head to the back and place a block in each gap on either side. Next, you'll want to smash a hole on either side of the wall with a 1 block gap from the back. Then, place a bucket of water into each gap, then cover the hole back up again. You'll know you've done it right if you go to the front and mine either side. In this spot, you'll find water like so.
Okay.
You're now going to want to go to the side of the button and mine out these 4 blocks like this and place 2 pieces of redstone underneath the button. Then go to the back of the build and place 2 blocks in a staircase pattern like this. Then place a redstone torch on the front of the bottom one and one on the top of the top one. Then make a line of 7 redstone dust like this. then you run into the problem of not being able to walk any further. So mine a block down just here and continue mining all the way till 1 block off the end. Then continue the redstone line all the way till 1 block off the end, then smash that block. Now place yourself a piece of redstone dust in the gap you just mined out. Then 1 block from the side, start mining down 1 block and then continue mining forward until you reach the hoppers. Then turn to your right and mine out a 1 block strip like this. It should connect to the redstone line like so. Then place a piece of redstone until there's a 1 block gap between the end and the hoppers and then mine that block. You're then going to want to mine another block right in front of the block you just mined. Then
I have a
place 2
question.
redstone dust in that gap. Then go and place yourself a redstone repeater right under this block here and also here. You can now fill in all the holes you made down the back. And also go back to the front and fill in this gap we made before. Now
Okay.
you can grab your hoe and start plowing all the grass that we have in the farm.
Did he just suggest that we grab a hoe? Moving on.
Now go ahead and grab yourself your slabs and place a slab on every block of the inside wall. Remember to do it on both sides. Then place some slabs lining in front of the redstone dust like that. Now all that's left to do is plant seeds all over the farm. Now if you hit the button down the bottom when all your wheat is grown, it will come through and collect all the wheat into your hoppers, which will be stashed into your chest. With each harvest you should get around 2 stacks of wheat and also about 4 stacks of seeds more or less. So that's a very decent amount of items you get from this farm. And also if you wanted to, this farm is also expandable, so if you wanted to expand it, all you have to do is add a couple more 7x7 layers onto the front or the back of the farm. But make sure you don't forget any of the dispensers or the hoppers at the front and back. So, thank you for watching, guys. This video was quite a lot of fun to make, but also took a really long time. So if you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing and...
Alright, all of you need to go consider subscribing to what he's talking about. I do have a question, though. If I put the button at the front, right? Do you need redstone to make the hoppers work, or do the hoppers just work on their own? Because if you need redstone to make the hoppers work, I can kind of understand that, but why wouldn't you just run the circuit all the way down the side, maybe cover that up with something else? Subscribe to Weed, Trisk. You run the circuit all the way down the side of it, and then make it go up the thing into where the hoppers are, and connect it into that line that he created up top, either using repeaters or using the torches that he was talking about, the one over top of the other one. Like, I feel like if you're trying to hide everything, you could cover up those circuits. But if you're just trying to test it and make it work, like, we don't need to cover it all up. So I think that's what we're going to try tonight. I think I can make that go. What do you think? Think I can make that go? I think I make it go. Subscribe to Weed. Yeah, okay. Every time you guys see me reach for something over there, it's this cable that's connected to my headset that's keeping me tethered here while I go, I can't reach. It's really annoying. You'd think that in 2024 I'd be able to make this all work with a wireless headset, but I can't. Okay. We're low tech. Oh, I have one more question for you guys. Can I ask you another question? In an effort to never get to playing Minecraft? I downloaded this, right? I did. Can't. Fuck! Okay, yeah, just new. Where's the device? Camera 1. And then I put that underneath. Oh, blocks out the whole thing. Okay, that's a good thing to know. We need to make that transparent. Anybody have any strong feelings about this vision, this view? The theory is that if I'm going to stream on Minecraft, or if I'm going to, excuse me, if I'm going to stream on Twitch and on YouTube, then I need to do something to get a chat so that people can actually see the conversations that we're having at the same time for what's going on. So putting the chat box underneath as part of a 1080 view for the game running next to it, and being able to have goals right down there in the bottom corner, that this would actually work out a little better for the ideas of what's going on. Something to this effect. Does anybody feel strongly about this one way or another? Just out of curiosity. Looks good to me, Joe says. Looks good. Okay, let me go back to it. We had also discussed this for a long time just because I always liked the color scheme that I had set up on there, like the gold, the yellow, and then the fonts and things that we use. Like, I always liked that. But we could put like tip goals down there. We could put subscriber goals down there. We could put down there all of the quotes that Pineapple makes calling me an asshole, or however we want to do that, but have chat in there as well. I do have chat. Browser source, chat box. There's a chat box. You see how there's a chat box right there? Oh, snap. We can put the chat box in here. And there you go. People can actually see you guys chat at that point. Only thing I can think of right now is the diagonal corners for the gameplay might be distracting, but that's with just seeing the border. So the idea with that, so this is a problem for streamers in general. The idea with that is you got to have some kind of mark on something. Otherwise, someone could just straight rip your gameplay and do whatever the fuck they want with it. If you did something cool, they could be like, you know what? I'm going to take it. You know, that sort of thing. So if you actually look at the in-game screen right here, like I have a camera over that, it makes it a lot harder to omit my part of it and then try and claim it for yourself. You know what I mean? That makes a lot more sense. And if it clips those bottom things, and that's what my stream looks like, we could always look at it and go, motherfucker got that from my shit. You know, that sort of thing. Some people do it with watermarks. This was, I want you guys to know this too. Like, looking at this, I told my daughter, I said, can you make something that looks kind of like Art Deco-y or whatever? That's where the little lines come through. She used like paint to put those in there. She kept the color, and then I told her the layout. I'm like, camera in the top corner, chat underneath that, maybe some goal spots at the bottom, and then maybe put some like 80s retro laser shit on it or something like that. Like, make it look like a Trapper Keeper. And she just drew the lines in as like placeholder. I don't think that was final. But they're there for now. Like, if you could put like an animated background behind it or something like that that screams, you know, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon or something, I don't know. But yeah, just the layout for whatever it is and the structure for what we're looking at, what we're talking about. This was the idea. And you know what, just to be fun, so that you can see. Console. So I make it the same size as that, and then I move it under the image, and now it fits the image properly. See what I mean? Now, I do see how in the top corner it's missing part of whatever that is, and that could be annoying. Like you can't see the coordinates the whole way or whatever else it is that's going on. We'll definitely look at it. But this was like her first draft. She sat down for an hour one day and just said, okay, I'll do something. I don't even think it took her an hour. But my daughter put that together. What do you think? Anybody have any strong feelings about that one way or another? If you'd like to lodge a complaint with management, now would be the time. I will do my best to pay attention, but I make no promises. That's actually a really good question. How much redstone do we have? We have a little bit. I need to make redstone torches. I need to make dispensers. If you have a complaint to management, leave. Let me say that into the camera so you can clip it. If you have a complaint to make to management, get the fuck out. Trisket 9/6/2024. I should be on like, what's that Cameo thing where like someone like leaves a thing and says, hey, can you do this message for me? If you call my phone, you made a mistake. Shut the fuck up and hang up. You know, like I should be able to do that. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now, is doing Cameo things. Redstone torch. In case I need them, 10 of them. So aggressive, Trisket. Why are you being such a dick? Yeah, I know. I know, I understand. This gameplay looks incredible. That's because it is incredible. Don't mock my gameplay. Sorry, I typed that when it was still just on your screen. I know what you were saying. I speak. Whoa. Xbox is really excited to tell me something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He did say 7, so let's go 7. I'm gonna need to make some hoppers. What does that take? Okay, I'm getting rid of these plates, and people are gonna ask me why. It's because that's kind of dangerous. If this was completely safe, if it was, you know, fenced in and whatnot, like if a creeper gets onto that or any enemy gets onto that, like that may not close in time for you to run away from something. So we need to put some fences up around the other areas to make that safe in order to have those plates in there. That's my theory. I know what you were trying to say, but you're dumb. Yeah, just keep on misinterpreting. It's gonna be fine. I don't know. I didn't want to get your theory on that, though. What do we think about that, though? We good with that? If we make a change to something like this based on what's been going on? Maybe we'll incorporate the background from the old thing at the same time. I don't know. But, yeah. For a 15-year-old working for an hour, it's fucking phenomenal. Let's be honest. That's first. Let's be honest. Joe can't get that done. Follow me. To where? Iron? Are we going to iron? Or hoppers? I use unpaid child labor. You know what? I'm gonna tell you a secret. My children... Never mind. Not gonna tell you that one. Blackwolf's building a base. Look at this thing. He really likes these stone combinations and the patterning for this stuff. That's how you can tell it's Blackwolf's. Trisket of Doom's base. I get a base. I can do whatever I want with this room. Dude, I'm gonna put some shit in that room. And then check this out. Anybody else who plays can, what, knock down one of these squares and build their own room off of that? Like, you're building, like, apartments. Adventure apartments. Yeah, you would just knock this out, and then there would be one for somebody else right here. And it would stick out further from there. Adventure apartments. All right, look, I have one real question about this. Are they rent controlled? I'm going to hell. My children are wonderful, and I would never say anything bad about them. Trisket 9/6/2024 sarcastically. You know what the best part about being around me is? The best part of it? No rent. That's exactly right. That is the best part of being around me for my children is no rent. Oh, you were talking about the rent control. Sorry, my bad. No, I was gonna say the best part about, you know, being around me for my children is no rent. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say the best part about being around me is that I'm brutally honest and I don't care. So if you're fucking up, I'm gonna look you in the face and go, "You're fucking up." Imagine what growing up as that child is like. My children never have to guess where they stand with their dad. There is, "The fuck did you do?" Or, "Why the fuck are you doing that?" Like, what the shit? Like, seriously? Like, that's basically what their entire lives have been like. And I'd like to think that it's refreshing compared to the bullshit, stupid things that other parents play. The games that they play. I say this to my coworkers. I say this to the people I know. I say this all the time. I say it to my kids. I'll be like, "Look, I'm sorry that nobody else out there expects anything from you, but I do. Be better." Like, that's basically their whole life in a saying. And there are some of you right now who are hearing me say that who go, "That would be hell. Oh my God." Everyone does parenting wrong. Trisket 9/6/2024. You are absolutely right. 100%. Can we add most in front of that? Most everyone does parenting wrong? Including Trisket? Can we? No, we can't do that. I'm trying. I'm trying over here. That's the best I got. And I mean everyone. We're gonna have to get some kind of addendum for that. Okay, I've got one hopper right here. We need more hoppers. How do I make a hopper? Is it magic? Do I use magic to make hoppers? I'm gonna see what materials we have back at this base because I need material. We don't have shit. Nope, we got a little bit right there. None of that's gonna help me. 5 iron, 1 chest. Alright, we don't have enough iron or chests. I thought there was a big big stockpile of iron at one point. Thought we had that. Wow, what the hell happened out here, man? I thought this farm was bigger. I'm just a total screw up at this point. Okay. If you ever get into the base, if you ever want to play Minecraft, I think I have an invite code I can get people in if they would like to play. We can only support 10 people at a time on the server. And of that 10 people, this is where you would start, essentially, is right here. You would move to this base, and then you could work from there. If you go down through those doors, you're going to be diving forever. All right, we really got to find some iron. I'm going to go check Ryan's storehouse down here and see if he's collected anything. Actually, see if... Hang on. That's not the button I wanted to push. I did find a video of an iron farm. There's an iron farm? That would be weird. No, I know he had something to do tonight, so I'm assuming that he's not going to be around. So I'm going to, you know, pillage all of his stuff like a pirate. Also, whoever said that I was supposed to play Monkey Island earlier, but actually meant Black Myth Wukong, what actually is going to happen is I'm going to play Monkey Island on Sea of Thieves before we ever get to that point, so screw you. There's nothing in here. God damn it. Where's all the iron? Ryan has been busy down here. He and I are gonna have to work some stuff out today. Or soon. Where's all the goddamn iron? I mean, I did come down here and start digging things out of the ceiling for him one day. Oh shit, I just fell. That's not good. What is this noise? Notice, still no iron. I don't know where it got put. All right, well, I guess I'm not going to find it down here, am I? Okay, I guess we're going to have to go dig some. I think Black Wolf has now abandoned this base. He was working on it. But for his apartment complex idea, I believe he has abandoned this base. Maybe someday he'll come back and finish it. Alright, I'm turning my brain off and going to bed. Have a wonderful stream. I don't understand. I want to know right now. I want you to explain it to me. Why you can't turn your brain off and watch my stream. Huh? I am pretty sure this is brain dead enough. What brain? Until the slime showed up? Yeah, the slime showed up and then you abandoned it? You should change the sign to say Black Wolf's first concept abandoned. Can I make a joke? Am I allowed to do that? Are you ready for my joke? Pineapple, you have a good night. Enjoy the rest. Get some rest. Do the thing. Here comes my joke. I want a voice pack for Minecraft Steve right here. That's Jack Black's voice. Oh my god. Do we need to do that? Should we do that? Did you guys see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Because I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you right now. Are you ready? All right, I'm going to have to actually change this. Because it's going to cut off part of the screen right here. Hang on. We got to fit this to screen. And then we're going to lower it down some so you can get the full effect. Here it comes. Are you ready? We'll start over with music.
The hell?
Anything you can dream about here, you can make.
Who are you?
I am Steve. Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
I am not going to tell you anything about what I thought of that. I'm just going to let you make up your own mind. You see that right there? That's the difference in why I'm not an influencer. Maybe if we get a couple of Mountain Dews in me, I could tell you all about what I think of that, but probably not now. All right, I'm sleeping through the night. There you go. I have to redo something with that. Oh my god. That was why I made a joke about how I wanted a Minecraft Steve voice pack with Jack Black's voice. That was why I made that joke.
See ya!
I gotta figure this out real quick. Hang on. I gotta get these back to the right dimensions. Because I had it set just perfectly for 4x3 before. And now I gotta change it. Like, that's pretty close right there. See that? Then we put that up here. Then we drag this out. All right, let's watch it. Let's make sure it's right.
Help me! Somebody help me! Torpedo!
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it!
Use your
Open
head.
and close your legs like a scissor. Keep up a steady rhythm. Now cup your hands downward and move them in a figure-8 motion.
I'm treading water!
You got it! Never play around water alone.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
Water safety, yo. We got water safety. All right, there you go. How we feeling today? We've done so much today that I didn't want to do. So much. I can't even begin to tell you. We got to go find iron. I got to get up for like 2 minutes. And then we're going to go find iron. I'll be right back. You've got iron at the Adventure Apartments. You're going to name it the Adventure Apartments? Because I'm a genius? That should be 7. I'm just going to do 2 layers for right now. Because we're testing, remember? And there's actually not a lot of room out here. How much iron do you have? I need 7 hoppers worth. It's 35 iron. I don't think we've got that. Yeah. And then we need 3 dispensers. Well, that's definitely 8 dispensers. Okay. Black Wolf has them. So we want to verify these are all pointed the right way. And they look like they are. Yeah, they're all pointed. Are they all pointed down? I need 2 boxes. I gotta go make 2 boxes. Yeah, I don't think those are pointed the right way. I think those are all pointed down. Oh, okay, I see. You have to actually point it towards that at first, and then everything you put next to it. The ones on the end still look like they're pointed down. That's because they are. How do you do that? How do you point them in the right direction? Oh, it's because I have to connect it to this, not to the bottom. It's... Except for it won't let me do that. It wants to open the hopper. So I don't want to connect it to the ground right there. I want to connect it to the hopper, but it won't let me, like, click on it. Oh, you crouch in place, okay. Yeah, those are all running sideways now. Okay, and then they'll run into a box right there. But what I want them to do is I actually want them to... I need to put a block down there. And then I need to put this attached to that. And then when I take this out, it's coming towards me. Okay, perfect. So that'll go to the boxes right there. Okay. We're part of the way there. What did I say I needed? I needed boxes. I need 1, 2 boxes. Okay. I'm gonna need some redstone and some torches next, and I need a button. What do I need for this? I just need one of those. One single button. All right, I think I can do this. And I'm gonna need buckets of water. Do I have to put the whole bucket in the dispenser? Oh yeah, I need 3 dispensers. I need 3 dispensers. Really, boxes? You're funny. There you go. Okay. It's almost night. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do up here. It's like a dispenser right there. Dispenser right here. And a dispenser right there. So 1, 2, 3, right? And that would cover it. All right, it's nighttime. Coming back. There we go. Working on an auto farm. So now we need dispensers. To make a dispenser, stone, bow, and redstone. I have stone. And we have some bows up here, don't we? Yeah, we do. 2. I need 3. I need some cobblestone. We not have another bow up here? God damn it. I think I can make another one, so that's fine. You got bows? I just made one. I got 1. All 3 dispensers are right there. Don't worry, we're gonna need more dispensers, so the bows are fine. Ow. Nope, that's not what I want. It's facing the wrong way. I put it there, it's pointed at me. Okay, that's what I want. Now what we have to do is we have to get redstone. I think they just put them across the top, didn't they? Yeah, so you see that, how the redstone should be... Why can't I get a redstone on that? I got it on all the other ones just fine. There you go, okay. Crouch. Alright, that's now all turned on. Okay, I need a repeater. In order to get it up there, we're gonna need a repeater. But it works. Like, the theory works. Do I need 2 repeaters? I don't know, we'll find out. I need stone? I need actual stone? Do I gotta melt down stone? Three stone. All right, I've got 1 repeater. The repeater's supposed to strengthen the signal so it'll go further, right? That's what we're doing? So the theory is right now if I push this, one of these water buttons will open. And it does. Look at that! It does it! And it just ran right the fuck over. Okay. Can I ask a question? How do we turn it off? He did say put a piece of glass under that. I am not 100% sure why. Okay, so yeah, my question now is if I put that stuff in there, what's to stop it? And I need a third bucket, which means I need more iron. Okay, with the glass there, I can still stop that. Okay, so watch. If I hit the dispenser, right? Then both of them come out. So that part is working, but nothing stops it. Oh, no, hold on. That time it did. I pushed the button again and it stopped it. Holy shit, the second time it did it. This way we can actually see it, right? So I push the button. All the water comes down for the two sides. I need another bucket still. I push it again. And it stopped up top. Okay. That worked. We now have some kind of an auto farm. Okay, so I need another bucket of water. If I get one more bucket of water, we're pretty much done here. Actually, we're not, because we have one other thing we have to address. What's the problem right now? Can anyone guess? That's why he did it. He had the water on the sides, didn't he? I was trying to figure out. I was looking at it thinking, here, he didn't put the water underneath it. Like, where the hell did the water go? It's on the sides. You're right. I was just looking at it thinking to myself, this isn't gonna grow. What the hell was that guy thinking? I don't have anything else I can use right now. We'll have to finish it in the morning. How am I gonna do that? If it's running down here, is that enough? Or does it need to be above it? Right here is fine. Yeah, because it's running next to it. Yeah, okay. I got this. I got it. I got it. At least I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so you can see that now is running water all the way down. So that should be fine, right? Even if it's just a little bit of water in here, it's still enough. But that's running enough. That's running enough. I gotta do one on this side now. So we gotta do this side. Okay. I was trying to figure that out for a second there. I was like, why this shit isn't... How do you put the water in there? I'm not gonna put a dot in the middle of this. Then it dawned on me. I got it. Alright, so there's one part of it done. Hey, you can see the textures on the blocks right now. I don't know if that means the server's fixed or what, but before it was definitely not. Damn it. All right, so now we have water on all the blocks. No, I want to put these back. I'm gonna have to build the redstone repeater again. I need a third bucket. Yeah, I don't have any more, so I'll have to go get some more of that to close this in. And then I do need to put this repeater down. I've got it jacked all the way out, so we should see results right now. If I do this. Except for we're not seeing results right now. And the reason why is because where I put the water, it's filtering into the sides instead of filtering down the middle. That's not helping. Oh, is that what it is? If you cover them? Uh-huh. Yep. Let's flip the switch and turn it off and then see if it'll do it again. So that pulls the water back, right? I have to go make another hoe. Yes, I know what I said. Phrasing. All right. Now if we push it, is it going to go the whole distance? If we had a third one up there, it would. It would actually pull the whole thing down. Except, yeah, the third one would pull this down here, so I don't have a third one. I need a third bucket and water. Turning it off. No bucket in there, no bucket in there. Stone tool real fast. Now it's nighttime. All right, there's a bucket around here somewhere, right? My base, okay. I'll go grab it in a second. I'm gonna fill my drink real fast. All right, so this will be another thing on the list checked off. I like it when we check things off a list. It makes me feel like we're getting shit accomplished. How do you feel about that? Did you go get the bucket before I finish filling my drink? That sounds about right. That sounds about right. God, Trisket, why are you so fucking lazy? I mean, do you really need another Diet Pepsi? Jesus, dude. Can't you just stay focused and be in the game, bruh? Unless you didn't go get it, and then I need to go get it. God, man, do you even pay attention? Shit! It's in my inventory? Oh, it is in my inventory. Fucking magic, dude! How did one just magic appear in my inventory? It's fucking magic. I think it's magic, and none of you are gonna convince me otherwise. Sorry. All right, first things first. We're gonna put the magic away. This is magic. Okay, so now we just let it grow. Is there an auto tree farm? Because, you know, that would probably be pretty useful right about now, too. In the forestry mod there is, but in the real world, that shit don't exist, bruh. Only in Minecraft. Black Wolf, you never struck me as a PC gamer, but it turns out you're out there like Java modding Minecraft all to hell. That's what we expect from Minecraft gamers. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's not as judgmental as it sounds, just mostly. Just mostly the worst judgmental thing you've ever heard. Yeah, I think we want this to be just... We want to try and keep the creepers out, right? Like all the mobs and shit. Hey, you guys ready for the throwback joke? Are you ready? I just want to make sure you're ready. God, Minecraft players are almost as bad as Kirby Air Ride players. See what I did there? Savage. Deep cuts, I know, right? Just tell your wife that if she wants to punch me at the baseball game, I'll understand. I won't like it, but I'll understand. Deep cuts. I like that. We got throwbacks for days, Joe. Okay, so now we can just forget about that farm for a while. And then it'll do its thing. I do want to put in a door there to protect it. And I just so happen to have a door. See how convenient that was? I've been so focused on completing this auto farm that I didn't even turn on my music. I was going to turn on the music. You know, something to listen to while we dig. Oh, I gotta get that as a quote. If we're gonna play Minecraft. See if I can find that. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. I got it.
Seeing this?
Ready? Get a little of that going. Ready?
This world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns. Those who dig.
You dig.
You dig.
Yeah! I'm gonna keep that up. I'm gonna keep that up. We're gonna use it often. There's two kinds of people in this world. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig. God, it's like I'm talking to my son. Like, it's so brutal. Diggy Diggy Hole by Windrose. Windrose. Not wind, wind. I said that so wrong. I don't know what Diggy Diggy Hole is. Is that like... That sounds like a deep cut from the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. Just listen to it? On stream? Are you sure I'm not gonna get, like, arrested? I mean, so far, everything I've done today has just been in bad taste, not been criminal. Are we about to enter that realm? I've basically spent the entire night tonight on stream going against the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Oh, also, after watching that clip, I should go watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You know why? Because it's fucking great. That's right. I'm going to abandon you all here to go watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly instead. Sounds like a better proposition. What do you think? All right, I will get some music on. I was going to listen to music while I did this, but we'll see how it goes. Game music. So this is soundtracks. So what we're going to do is we're not going to listen to the Minecraft soundtrack. Okay. Audio. Music, 0. But we're going to listen to soundtracks from other games. And first and foremost, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it.
Come together and have Tommy run the...
I got to do it again. I got to do it. I'm sorry. I just got to do it.
Come together and have Tommy run the first play.
The Doom music goes with everything.
The handoff, and there he goes. Made a little cutback move, and it looks like he's gonna go all the way. Look at him go. Wow. This is really one of those heartwarming moments in sports where you just... Oh! Oh my God! That is not good.
It's just not good. It's just not good. I knew it was coming. I don't know why that movie makes, or that video makes me laugh so much, but it certainly does. All right, the first question we're going to answer tonight with the soundtrack of what we're listening to is, does the Doom music go with Minecraft? Cutting down this tree. It's so much more intense thanks to the Doom music. I wonder what the next track will be. This would be so much easier if these trees weren't so overgrown. Whose fault is that? Who did this? Who ruined my life and built this tree farm? Stupid motherfucker. You know what the damn shame of it all is we can't play Doom 2016 because we already played that as part of the gameplay project this year. Doesn't this just make you want to go play Doom again? Oh my god, is there a Doom mod for Minecraft? You would think that someone could recreate Doom in Minecraft, right? Or is that what the Nether is? We should just put this song on repeat and go blasting through the Nether. Oh, also, because I'm an ungrateful son of a bitch, earlier when you guys were all looking up like your follow times and how long you've watched the stream and stuff like that, I appreciate you guys watching my stream and having been here for years. Years. I didn't say thank you earlier because I forgot. Because my thank you's probably not as, you know, genuine as you would hope, but, you know, it's a little bit there. A little bit. Alright, what's next? I don't know how I'd feel about this song. Is this what we're doing now? Are we listening to this song or am I changing it? Does anyone even know what game this is from? I can't give you bonus points or cool points if you do know, but you might gain about that much respect from me, because I know what it's from. We're gonna leave it too. Sounds familiar, just can't place it. I'll give you a hint. Would you like a hint? It's from an old game that was recently made new again. I have other hints I can provide. Not Star Fox, no. Wait. We're gonna pause it while you guess. We're not moving on to the next song. I'll give you a chance on this one. Would you like your second hint? This one I hope you get it off of, but the second hint is while the old game was on 3 discs, the new game is in 2 parts. Still pisses me off to no end. Me telling you that I once rage quit this game on stream would not help you. The new version of it, anyway. Not FF7, the new was in 3 parts. It actually is FF7, because so far they've only made 2 parts. And I don't think it's going to be 3 parts. I think it's actually going to be 5 or 6 parts by the time they're done. But it is from Final Fantasy VII. It's the battle music from 7. You did get it. Sort of. You got it by saying that wasn't it. However that works. Although it probably would have been much more clarity if I had said in 2 parts so far. Shadow Man had better know this fucking song or he can't be on my channel anymore. If he's still here. God, what is it going to take to knock these down? Integrates DLC for the first game. There is still a full 3rd game coming. Like where it ends at Rebirth, there's still another game. Integrates the DLC for the first one. Oh yeah, I could rant about that. Oh my god, I could rant about that. No rush on sleeping? Oh, I gotta do that, I forgot. Yeah, no, I could definitely rant about that. Okay, so this is how they did it. I'm not gonna rant, but I'm gonna explain. So Final Fantasy VII R, and then the DLCs, that leads up to them leaving Midgar. Okay, so that's basically like 6 hours into the original game. Then they did Integrate, which was a side story happening at the same time as Final Fantasy VII R, where Yuffie goes to the city and infiltrates the city for Wutai. And it's a totally separate thing, but it introduces the character so that you can join the party in Rebirth. So that's DLC for 7R. And then Rebirth, the second game, the actual second game, ends when you get to the part, if you ever played Final Fantasy VII, where Sephiroth loses the holy mana right after bad things happen to everybody, and he summons the meteor to come down. Like, that's the rest of the game is after he summons the meteor when everybody wakes up and figures out what's going on. That part of the story hasn't come even close to being told. And they said, this is how stupid Square is. They actually said when they did it, they said, we have no idea how many games this is going to take to finish telling this story, and we don't have a plan. You would think that they're now just doing a game per CD. They're not doing a game per CD. They said that they have no idea. We're just telling the story as we get through it. And they don't know. So our theory, Ryan and I have had several discussions about this. Our theory is that until there's some box set for $60 that has all the games with it, it ain't worth getting. Because there could seriously be 9 games at the rate they're going. Realistically, you're probably looking at 3, maybe a 4th. But still, man, you think you should have to buy 4 games for that shit? I don't think you should. Like, that's just cracker-ass crazy shit. And that does not include whatever DLC they're going to bring for Rebirth, right? Rebirth hasn't been out long enough to have DLC. Because they brought out DLC for 7R, and they like to make microtransaction money. So why wouldn't they bring some more out for that, right? Yeah, it's just silly. Like, the whole principal idea behind what it is that they're trying to do is just silly. And they have said that they don't have a plan. They do not have an outline or any version of this where it ends in the next game. Or, you know, we're only going to do 2 more games or whatever. They have no plan for that. None. Also, for what it's worth, 7 Rebirth, the new one? Wait. That one? So this is the new one, Rebirth, right? No, he picked this up. This is his copy. He wanted me... Every time he buys a game, he leaves it here and says, test it. I say, okay. So, this is Rebirth. He bought it used at the game store. I don't know if it's gonna... Yeah, $44.99. Because it's normally $70. And this was 8 weeks after the game came out. This game did not sell well for them at all. And by sell well, it's not that it didn't sell well. It did not sell up to their expectations of what that game should sell. And as a result of that, they're probably going to shit can it down to 1 more game. Like, they are so bad at reacting to things and not understanding what it is that's happening with their stuff. It's pretty bad. Square Enix these days is having a real hard time with that. Yeah. Yeah, everything you just said, Black Wolf. He says, 2 things made me stop on Remake. First, not the same game as Final Fantasy VII. I agree with that. When I say it's not the same game, there are several specific things that piss me off about that. Second, and right as I decide to go back to Remake, find out it's only part of the game. Yeah, that's frustrating to a lot of people. It's like, why can't you just make the whole game? Well, because we want to draw it out and make money, or whatever. However, when you say that the first is not the same game as Final Fantasy VII, there are 2 things about that piss me off. The first one is it's not even close to the same system as Final Fantasy VII. I want a menu-based RPG. I want you to tell me the story. Instead of telling me the story, they made it a 40-hour game to get out of Midgar, okay? It only takes you 5 or 6 hours to get out of Midgar. I could actually sit down tomorrow and I could stream the entire first disc of Final Fantasy VII, the original game. And I could do it in one stream because it's not that big of a deal, right? But they had you running around doing like chores for people and doing all of this worthless ass shit that doesn't make any sense for what it was. We're trying to do world building or whatever else it was that was going on. That was just at some point like, get to the fucking story and be done with this shit already. And they couldn't do that. So when you say it's not the same as Final Fantasy VII, that was the stuff that just absolutely drove me out of my mind. I get it's not Final Fantasy VII. Thank you, Square. But you know what you should have done? You should be fucking game, man. But no. And then, like, the way that the combat system works is so... I want menu-based. I want reasonable, regular Final Fantasy for what's going on. The combat system is just absolute garbage. I hate it. I hated every second of it. And what's funny about that is if you actually look at their other successes for what went on, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, they consider a failure, didn't sell what it needed to sell, right? You know what sold more than that? I would bet you dollars to pesos if they released the sales numbers like they used to. You know what we'd find out? We'd find out that the Pixel remaster sold better than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I've been saying this for a long time, and I'm going to continue to say it, okay? You know why Capcom's a better company these days than Square Enix? Because they're mad. They actually have said this on several occasions. They don't understand at Square Enix why they're not having the same success as Capcom. Why aren't we like Capcom? Literally saying stuff like that out loud to journalists, okay? And I can tell you exactly why. Because when you've been in business that long and you're known for doing something, you have to be able to do two things. Number one, you have to make new things, okay? You have to be able to do new games and new things that go on. We've got new Resident Evils that are good. We've gotten new... oh my god, what else has Capcom made recently? Street Fighter's great now. Street Fighter 6 is fantastic. There are other things, I can't think of them. And I don't want to mention the Resident Evil remakes, because that's going to be part 2 of this. What else did they do? They've done a couple things recently. Exo Primal wasn't the worst game I ever played, but it was okay. Monster Hunter. Everything they're doing with Monster Hunter right now. Duh. Okay? Because they're taking things that existed, and they're still keeping them good. And that ties into number 2. The second reason why Capcom is so good is because they are tending the garden that is the games we know them for. So Resident Evil, when they remake one, you remake 4, it still plays like the old 4. When they remade 2, still plays like the old 2 in a way, right? Like, they didn't ruin the experience and completely butcher the whole thing. Plus, on top of that, you get Capcom fighting collections, you get Mega Man collections, you can go buy Darkstalkers games right now, which is mind-blowing in and of itself, right? You can get all the Ace Attorney games now. The new one just came out this week, but like you can get everything Phoenix Wright and everything Ace Attorney. Like they're just the way they used to be, but a little bit better because they take care of the old stuff and use it to inform the new stuff. They're taking care of the old, they're taking care of the new. That's what makes them good. If you look at Square Enix, they are not taking care of the old. The only one that's actually been pretty decent for what's going on is that Final Fantasy Pixel remaster. Everything else has almost been completely forgotten about or ported in some way to something else that they want nothing to do with. Everything's on the iPhone now, like it's not anywhere else. The Pixel remaster turned out to be such a gangbusters thing on the iPhone that they decided to move it to other systems, and turns out that they actually can make some money off of that. But they don't do that with the Mana Collection, it's locked to the Switch. They don't do that with Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a shit show for what they've done with that franchise. In fact, such a shit show that what they did was when the DS game came out, they actually told everyone back in like 2007, 2008 when the DS game came out, they said if fans really wanted a sequel to Chrono Trigger, they'd go out and buy the DS game again. They actually said that out loud. That's not tending your legacy, okay? That is not being responsible with the things that made you what you are. And that is not taking care of your fans in any way, shape, or form. So they're not tending the legacy, they're not tending the old, and they're not using it to inform the new. Because if you go play Foam Stars, it's a shit show. If you go play Final Fantasy VII, Remake, Rebirth, Integrate DLC, if you go play that, like, 25 minutes into that game, you're doing chores for other people, you realize what a different game this is and how this is not even close to what you were looking for. Like, they're not tending the legacy on it. They're just doing new shit, whatever they think is just gonna work. Look at what Final Fantasy 16 was. Final Fantasy 16 was not a bad game by any means, but it definitely wasn't Final Fantasy. Like, they're honest to God trying to turn them into Devil May Cry games because they're not tending the legacy. And then they wonder out loud why games like Final Fantasy 15 and 16 didn't sell to their, potential. Also, for what it's worth, you want to know another archaic practice that they're doing? Making things exclusive to the PlayStation 5 and not putting Final Fantasy 16 on the PC is like shooting yourself in the foot. But no, they're like, okay, finally, maybe we'll learn something about that. So 16's finally coming to PC. And they did say, after the experience of that they'll never put a game exclusively on the PlayStation console ever again. The only one that even comes close to looking like they're tending the legacy for something, and it's because it was a passion project of love by the people involved with it, is the new fucking Mana game, okay? And let's be very clear about that. Visions of Mana is the first new Mana game in 15 years. All right? They don't tend the legacy, and they don't use it to inform the new. They have forgotten who they are. Capcom has not forgotten who they are. That's why they're different. And they look around and they look at us and they go, well, why don't you buy our games? It's your fault it's like this. Square Enix is a shit show right now. And it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous the things they say and the way they treat their customers at this point. Like I can give you a couple of surefire ways to go out of business, and, you know, several of them are things that they're doing. Oh, also, it doesn't help that they announced, you know, a couple, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, that they're going to focus heavily and invest in the NFT space when it comes to video games, because that's important to their future business. And you're just looking at them going, you know, why don't you make decent games again? And we'll talk about what's important to your business after you get done doing that. I mean, seriously, it's a fucking shit show over there. Who the fuck says that stuff? Nope, that's not fair, Black Wolf. That's not fair. I'm gonna bring this up so everyone can see it. Black Wolf just said there. It feels like they started down this road after becoming Square Enix. That is not true. Enix is still tending the Dragon Quest legacy like it should be. I'll give you, that's the greatest example I can give of you. The biggest game that Enix had before the merger, Dragon Quest. The biggest game that Square had before the merger, Final Fantasy. They're pretty much operated separately in a way. Like, they let the Enix people do what they're doing, they let the Square people do what they're doing, but the Square people have to be interfered with on a regular basis because one of those games, Dragon Quest, still feels like Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy ain't Final Fantasy anymore. Okay. It's unfair to say it that way. But that's okay, I understand. A lot of people actually say that, and they think that for what's going on. But, it's not like that. Now, there are some things that Square's doing, or Enix is doing wrong. I'm not going to argue at that point. Like, you want to tell me that they're not tending some of their legacy the proper way? I will tell you that that is true. Ogre Battle has all but been forgotten. They're trying to, like, ActRaiser, the remake of ActRaiser came out, and it's good. It's not a problem, but, like, they're not looking at what to do with that new stuff. They had other franchises, like the Enix franchises, have all basically just disappeared for the most part, other than Dragon Quest. And they can't have that disappear because of its Japanese presence, right? That makes total sense. I was referring to the Final Fantasy games as that's the series I've played. Yeah, and that's what most people know, right? Like, for as big as Dragon Quest is in Japan, that's what Final Fantasy was here. It's not that anymore. And that's the whole problem. It's not due to Enix's interference, though. That's the point I was making. It's not Enix that's causing it. Square's a shit show. Say what you want about Nintendo at the end of the day, and those are the two companies that they compare themselves to. They're like, why can't we be Nintendo and why can't we be Capcom? They refer to themselves specifically that way. And the answer is because Nintendo still tends the legacy, because when Mario comes out, it's still fucking Mario. You might not like the $60 price tag, and sometimes they change some things, and, you know, maybe it's not your Mario. It's still Mario. Right? Maybe you're not into the Mario movie, but you know, that movie actually sold pretty well compared to whatever it is that's going on, right? Like, they still make some informed decisions with their licenses that make sense, right? Square's not doing that at all. Or if what few things they do get that, what very few things do happen that way, I feel like they're lucky. It's accidental that they have success at this point. That's kind of brutal to think about, right? You actually enjoyed that movie? I never watched it. That's brutal to think. Any success that Square Enix has had in, let's say, the last 8 years has been luck. Accidental. We accidentally did something good. Can you imagine? I didn't see the movie. Have you ever heard me explain why I didn't watch that movie? Why I haven't watched the Last of Us TV show? My family still wants me to watch the Mario movie, and I'm sure one day they'll get me to watch it. Like, I'm not worried about that, but I have a logical reason for it. I think it's actually a pretty good reason. Do 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 do. I like this song. This is Rock Howard's theme from King of Fighters, Gauro, Mark of the Wolves, actually. All right, here I go. If you have heard it, you're gonna hear it again. I'm sorry. Here's my theory. This is why I'm not watching the Mario movie, okay? I had my Mario experience. That's why I'm not watching it. That's not to say that other experiences with it can't be good or whatever. Like, I'm fine with that. But I've already had my experience with Mario. My experience with Mario is playing the games. It was an enjoyable experience. And anything that they could do to that experience at this point to detract from it, let's say I watch the movie and I don't like it, or I'm like, oh God, why'd they do this, do whatever else is, it's just not worth it for me. I had my experience with The Last of Us, okay? I played the games. I enjoyed the games. The second one was kind of rough around the edges and I had some issues with it, but for the most part, I enjoyed them. If they change something in it that I really liked in the game, or they do something else with it that's just gonna, you know, irk me a little bit or whatever else it is, I'm just gonna be frustrated and mad at it for no reason. And the no reason part is I already had my experience with it. So if my mom, who doesn't play video games, wants to have an experience with The Last of Us and she wants to watch the HBO show and she wants to enjoy that, she thought it was good, that's great. I think it's great that she can have a Last of Us-like experience. I had one too, but I had mine through the video games. Like, it's hard to get rid of those first impressions and those first things. Like, how many times have you watched, like, the Transformers movie and been like, this ain't my cartoon? Or, I'm just using that as an example, but, you know, you watched Alien and Aliens, and then you go watch, you know, Alien 3, and you're like, this shit ain't right, you know, because it's not the other aliens, you know. Usually, in most contexts, you know, whatever you started with, you know, whatever version of the thing you started with is usually the one you're going to like the best. And the best example of that is actually the Zelda games. You can find, I walked into a job interview and I called it. I called my shot while I was in there. This one guy's like, he saw on my resume that I worked at a game store. And he's like, you worked at a game store? And I'm like, yeah. And so the rest of my interview became about talking about me working at the game store. And he told me that his favorite game was Zelda. And I said, let me guess which one. And all I did was make a calculation based on his age, what I thought was his age. And that puts him around the time frame you grew up with this. Ocarina of Time's your favorite Zelda game. And he looked at me and he was like, how did you know? Because of your age, that was probably your first Zelda game. And your first Zelda game is probably still your favorite Zelda game. My favorite Zelda game is not Zelda 1, even though that was my first Zelda game. My favorite game is actually the Super Nintendo one because it's the perfection of that kind of game. But I have a very special place in my heart for the first one because it was my first one. It's really hard to shake that feeling once you've had that experience. So for me, most of these things that have these extra shows and these other things going with these different mediums and stuff, I had my experience. I'm good with that experience. I don't need to have another one. It's usually just going to frustrate me or do something else that I really don't care about. So that's the only reason that I don't go watch those things and do that stuff. And it's a personal decision for me, informed based on previous experiences I've had with it. You know what I mean? I mean, we were here tonight when we found out that Sonic the Hedgehog did a PSA about don't get touched inappropriately or something like that. And all of a sudden, my opinion about Sonic the Hedgehog has to be changed forever. You know what I mean? My life would have been better had I not seen that. My experience with Sonic the Hedgehog was the Genesis games. I didn't need that shit in my life. And remember, everybody, the moral of that PSA was don't tell Trisket. They said, go tell someone you trust, a responsible adult. I am neither of those things. Someone you trust or a responsible adult. Okay? Fans of the game had one issue with the show that I know of. I mean, that's fine. I don't care. Fans of the game had an issue with the second game too. Like, it's just one of those things, right? They had a whole bunch of issues with the second game, but it was fine. It took them a while to get used to it. Once they got used to it, everything was better. It's just one of those things. So I thought that was a logical way to approach the situation and be like, you know, I get why it's for other people, it's not for me. Logical, responsible, not, you know, pitchfork inducing or crazy bullshit. Because if I could tell you the one thing we need less of in this world is pitchfork bullshit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we do need some more pitchfork bullshit. I don't understand anything anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the part where if Pineapple is here, he would put a quote into chat that says, Triscuit says we need more pitchfork bullshit. September 6, 2024. Are we just about there? Kind of feel like we're just about there. Yeah, it's not all the way grown. It's getting there, though. I kind of feel like I should build a second one right next to it. What do you think? Should I build a second one? And what we should do... Hey, check this out. Let's build a second one right next to it. And then we'll tie both sides to the same button over here. So when you push the button, it does all of them. It's like, oh, it happened. Oh, I just farmed out 3 farms at the same time. Like, that sounds cool, right? That sounds like a cool idea. All right, we're gonna clear this out over here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But you know what the good thing is? It's Friday, which means nobody gives a shit about tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a day where you have to get up and go to work. Or worry about what's going on at work. If you have one of those jobs where you don't have to worry about what's going on Saturday. Means you gotta get to bed soon, you gotta work tomorrow. I thought you were on restriction, dude. Don't tell me that shit. You don't have to go to bed. There is no work for you. There is no Dana, only Zool. Wait. Hold on. They put you on an 8-hour restriction, but they didn't put you on a 6 or a 5-day restriction? I feel like mistakes were made if that's the case. Yeah, that sounds like yesterday was the last day of that, so now you just have to work, like... I'm not going to use the word I wanted to use right there. Really? That sucks, man. Well, if you could watch the stream at work, I'd stream and try and make it better, but I know you can't, so... Damn, dude, that sucks. Now I'm all depressed. You made me sad. Why did you make me sad? Just kidding. Grown-ass man, I can take it. I'm sorry, though. That sucks. I mean, you do work with heavy machinery, right? Like, that's the whole gig? So there's a part of me that'd be like, you know, even if I, you know, if I'm gonna lose a pinky or something like that, maybe it'd be worth it as long as I get to, you know, have more fun. To make, you know, whatever I'm doing a little more bearable. Maybe I could lose a pinky. Get my foot stuck in the baler or something, you know. Because I wasn't paying 100% attention. But that's just me. I'm not suggesting anybody do that. I'm an idiot, remember? If tonight's stream hasn't taught you that I'm a goddamn moron, I don't know what to do for you. Like, let's be honest. I think that's the moral of tonight's stream, right? However, we did get some stuff accomplished. I did start playing Minecraft at some point. Like, that was a big deal. We eventually got to the point where we didn't have to watch Sonic the Hedgehog public service announcements. And I did get to get a few things accomplished in Minecraft, so I guess that's a bonus. That's a big win for the channel tonight. Oh my god. Wait, Blackwell's pointing over there. Where's over there? There's a box right there. What's in that box? What's in the box? I don't even know what that box is. A composter? What do you mean put in there? Can I put this rotten flesh in there? Oh. After it fills up, it gives you bone meal. That sounds exciting. I don't know, I was trying to put it in there. I don't know what happens. It's just sitting there on the ground. Yeah, there's nothing there. Oh, look, that worked. I put an apple in it. Nope, rotten flesh does not work. But all of my apples did. I got one bone meal out of it. Do I have any fence left down here? I do. There's a fence. There's a fence! There's some more fence. Alright, we're gonna build a pen for my dogs. After I sleep. Going to place a grindstone and brewing stand in the new base. It's your base, right? The apartments? Yeah, now that we're at the point where I have to be like... The portal base didn't pan out. Like, I can't tell which base is which anymore. Can't make a gate here. Okay, I'll go make a gate. Oh Will also knock down all of the fence posts I wasted. Do I have a gate? I do not. Adventure Apartments, aka Big Base, Big Boss. That's a Metal Gear reference. AKA Major Base. AKA why does Black Wolf make this shit? Yeah. I mean, that's a good one. Why does Black Wolf make this shit? I don't know. But it works. You sit. No, you're supposed to come into the pen. Thank you. The hell are you guys going? Yeah, all of you sit like good dogs. There you go. I built the pen for the dogs. All right, we do need a... so where's the entrance to the cobblestone? It's right here. Okay. Do I just hit the one, or do I need to hit more than one? I'm using an iron one right now and I can't get past the first one. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing at all. Gonna put another farm next to that, so we probably need to actually bring this up here. In the long run, we will end up using this. I wish I would have moved it over. Put one there, one here, one there, one next to it. Have them all work off the one button. We could even put hoppers in line that would just feed them all to one chest if we wanted to. This was the test, though. And this test worked out very well, actually. Looks pretty close. All right, we do have a problem up there. I'm hoping these 3 blocks will fix it. And look at that. They might have changed its speed on it. If they did, that's fine. I mean, it's better that I can't get through it. You know what I mean? It's better that I'm not breaking something behind it. As long as it's going as fast as it can go, then who cares? Yeah, I might want to do that. Time to go get some more dirt. So what happened was at the bottom here, a couple of the seeds popped up and went over the edge. So we're going to create an edge so that they won't pop over. That's what I'm doing. To mine out diorite or andesite while mining, could you place them in the new base? Got a couple of chests there. I'll work on the base tomorrow. Try and get it closer to completion this weekend. Yeah, no problem. All right, so the auto farm got built. Tree farms got work done. Some stuff got done. I feel like I got some stuff done tonight. Yeah? We did okay. Especially when you factor in how crazy the first part of the night started. This was, you know, magnificent. Just for right now. It is not by any means secured, but you know what? I'll take it for right now. All right, and on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you guys very much for hanging out today, doing the thing. We talked about all sorts of things. Remember, we're gonna change the ad way that works and do the thing. We're gonna try and focus on whatever it is that we're doing, and work from there. Maybe I'll make a poll and ask people, which would you rather do? I feel like we got to go back to Monster Hunter. I really do. It's time. Like, it's really time to go. I don't know. I'm gonna keep working on it though. But yeah, did the thing. Remember, if you want to help be supportive of the channel, you can do a couple of things. Tell your people to come watch the channel. Sometimes you might learn something, like the Sonic public service announcement from earlier. Jesus Christ. You can join the community Discord, come be part of the conversation, weigh in on the things we're going to talk about and do stuff with that. There's some of that to do. You still need to finish World? I'm here. I'll help you. I'll help you finish World. Got no problem with that. I think Ryan does too. We got to the point where we were just about to Fatalis and we had to do some gear grinding on the PC version of World. We're definitely done on the PlayStation 5. So, or 4 rather. But yeah, that was definitely taken care of. But yeah, I think we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Thumbs up. We're gonna do that. You can always help support the channel by clicking on any of the places where you can tip underneath the Twitch channel. You can tip bits, which thank you again to Shadow Man earlier today. Let me look at that there. 500 bits earlier tonight. Thank you very much, Shadow Man, for that. And happy birthday to Shadow Man. This is for you to buy a fun game so you don't have to play Minecraft. Joke's on you. It's only 500 bits. Black Wolf just tipped 300 bits. If we're gonna have a bidding war, see what I did there? Maybe we'll get you guys an incentive to bit war each other. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's only the 7th of September. We still got a month to figure it out. On the last day, I'm gonna be like, drop the reward. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, you can tip bits in chat. You can subscribe to the channel, get access to channel emotes, and if most of them are based on Monster Hunter, if we go back to Monster Hunter, it's gonna be even more relevant. Won't that be nice? But yeah, we're gonna keep working on some things, doing some stuff. Played some Minecraft tonight, got some stuff done. Watched some G.I. Joe things. And then we watched like the knowing is half the battle stuff, because that's important, everyone. I got misquoted and misrepresented and read all of the things so they can be taken out of context. And I did see a couple clips get made, so thumbs up for that. Thank you guys very much for your participation in what's going on. Thank you guys for very much hanging out, doing the things that you do. And I will see you later. We gotta drink this Mountain Dew at some point. Like, that's gotta be a thing. We'll figure it out. I'll talk to you guys then. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Don't tell people, just be like, since you're #1 this month, you get a car, and you get a car, and everybody gets an Oprah. I'm not Oprah. Damn it. Sorry. Yep, definitely not Oprah.
Game over, man. It's game over.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.